Whoa,
No.
big dog, big dog. Episode 26, big episodes of the Boost and Bullshit.
The bullshit. So we
Yep,
got a lot of bullshit tonight and a whole lot of boost we got to talk about.
a whole lot of that stuff, but this episode brought to us by Synergy Composite Bodies. If you don't got one, you need to get one. The best body in pro modified racing.
That's right. Check out Tim at Synergy Composites. He's a Canadian, as we have Spencer Hyde going to be on later on tonight, and he is Canadian, eh?
Hey,
So
man.
we had to get him away from playing hockey long enough so he could be on the show. But
And the
that's
few
okay.
guys.
That's all right. And we have a new guy that's supposed to be on the live show, but he got busy down in Florida. Couldn't make it. Mr. Josh Peake for his new company, Trackside Services. He's going to go over some stuff. I used it this past weekend in Bradenton, and I really like it. So Josh Peake will be on later. But right now, I'm in the Great White North is where I
Yes,
feel
you
like I'm
are.
at. Yes, like Spencer probably has less snow than I have right now.
Spencer
Uh,
thinks it's normal.
I wouldn't live like this for nothing, dude. I can't take it. It's muddy. It's yucky. We don't have no plows. People ain't going nowhere. The kids ain't had school in like 3 weeks. It's just ridiculous.
Did you have a snow shovel in stock?
My wife had like a $2 one from Walmart she got, and we used a little bit of it. And the running joke here in North Carolina is they always call for 7-8 inches, and we always get an inch. But this one time in 2000, they were calling for an inch, and we woke up and it was 24 inches.
Ooh.
But that did not turn out so right. So I think a lot of the older group, like my age and my dad and them, we're still kind of remembering this. So we keep kind of going back and forth about how much we're going to get. And then for some reason where we live, we got this dry pocket that popped up and it didn't do anything. Like I was right on the edge of it. So we still got a lot of it. But then this one little pocket, like around Raleigh, like the airport showed a half an inch and everybody around it got 10 inches.
Damn.
So explain that. So,
Yep.
but
Yep. We got that ice pack on top of ours, and then we didn't get the second round like you guys got. So it's wonderful down there. You're not used to it, so take it and like it.
It was 12 degrees this morning, and I did not like it. No, I'm ready. Florida was much nicer.
Yes, it was, but they was cold too.
It was. It was chilly the first couple of days we were there.
Yep.
Everybody tested and went really fast, I think. I heard, they don't have the boards on, so there's a lot of hemming and hawing and crowing and 53, 2s, 1s, 4s, 5s. But then when the boards come on, holy shit, that shit started backing up.
Backed up. He said, she said.
Yep. You tested okay, right?
Yeah, we did all right. We didn't run no 54s or 5s or nothing like that, but we went out and went 59 off the trailer. So
my first rip off the trailer was really good. It would have been really, really, really stellar. It was like 9 flat, 238. So I mean, we were going to go fast, but I knew like the weather was really good. The barometer, everything was just all over the place. So it was just Disneyland air. And I mean, a lot of guys ran some personal best. A lot of guys did not qualify who ran personal best, which is really sucks. But I think they've got some plans coming for that to kind of help the guys who don't get in, which could be me or you next. You never know.
Correct.
I mean, it's easy to fall in that category.
Yep. We didn't test it a lot because we knew the weather was going to change for that reason, and the racetrack as well. Because once you start spraying for them radial cars, it changes the whole mix.
That really sucked big time. I mean, yeah, a lot of cars went down second round, and I think that I didn't make enough adjustment for the UV and the way the track was. The track just moved around a lot, even though I don't think we saw a lot of temperature change or things like that. But like, this is something that Josh can go into when he gets on. I used his new program where he does this WhatsApp and he texts us kegs, UVs, track temps, things like that. And you can kind of watch it, and he's got some stuff he's going to go over, but they didn't use a rotator a lot. I don't know why that is, but I mean,
it definitely changes when the radial cars are up there. And then there's so many cars. The other thing is the UV with the sun from the morning session till by the time you run at 11. Depends on where you're at in the order.
Yep, and you got to play the chess game like we always do. If you're first out, you're good. If you're last out, you're gonna be crazy.
Yes.
Hold on, here we go. Yeah, I just got a text about who we should have next, but because the internet's blew up this afternoon. My Facebook has anyway. But before we get into that, we're going to bring on Mr. Josh Peake, who has been part of IHRA. He has been part of Dunn Benson. His dad was a starter for IHRA for many years. He is taking on a new business interest, and we're going to let him talk about that a little bit. So, Jess, you want to bring Josh on?
There he is, the man.
What's up?
You should have just came by the house. You could have just come to the house, and we could have done it live together.
I could have. It probably would have taken me about 4 hours to get there with the roads.
You can't. A little bit of snow hurt you. Come on, Spencer drives to work in that every day.
Yeah,
but he's probably got like a dog sled and a bunch of dogs and stuff like that to get around. People around here where we live, people can't drive when the sun's out, much less there's a little bit of snow on the ground.
This is the damn truth. I run an automotive center, and I swear to you, for the last 2 weeks, every person that's come in early in the morning has been like 70 plus. And I'm like, why are you guys out in this mess? Nothing's that important that you need to be out here getting your car serviced for that amount. But
getting a taillight fixed.
Yeah.
Make a trip through McDonald's, get a coffee.
How much snow did y'all get, Jason?
We got about 4 inches. But you can go, like I can go to next county over, like where Travis Harvey lives. He lives in Alamance out that way, and they probably got 10. And then you guys didn't get quite that much, did you?
We kind of stayed. We got in this little area to where an hour east of us and an hour west of us had snowed all day long, and they got like 10 inches. Yeah. It seemed like. And then we didn't get any snow until Saturday, almost at dark is when it started snowing. But we ended up getting around probably 5 inches in a matter of a couple hours.
Wow.
That's enough to cripple you guys down there.
Especially where Josh and them are, he's only about an hour from me, but it's a different world out there. Like they don't, like I kind of live back towards we have what we call a snow line in North Carolina. The I-85 snow line. It stays to the west of I-85. And I'm like right there next to it, and we'll catch a drift once in a while. So we got some stuff here, but like if you go towards Josh and them, hell, we've had 7 or 8 inches, and they don't have anything.
Yeah.
So
what do you put on the WhatsApp for that for traction?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about what you're doing now. So you were at Galot Motorsports for a long time. You've been in racing your whole life. Your dad raced. We're about the same age, so I can remember when your dad was a starter for IHRA. And,
long time.
Long time. And you've been around racing so long that it just kind of comes naturally. Other than racing cars, you've just been in the service part of it.
Yeah.
So you decide to come up with this JP Track Specialties, right?
Yep. Basically, just a track specialist deal. Kind of, I don't know. It's something I kind of been intrigued about for a while, and then as things happened at the end of last year, it kind of pushed me into trying something different. And I said, you know what, I'm just going to do it. I had a lot of support from, you and I talked about it some, and a lot of support from some other guys, and just kind of pushed me into doing it. So I said, just going to go to U.S. Street Nationals and see what happens. If it works, it works. If it don't, then we'll figure something else out. And it was great. I mean, I ended up with almost 30 cars down there on the first outing. And, I think there's a market for it. I think it's something that probably a lot of guys aren't used to having the ability to service. I mean, naturally you have, some of your NHRA teams have a salary employee that does it week to week, but they also maybe do clutch maintenance or something else on the car. But, not everybody can afford to pay somebody a salary to go to every race to go keep up with track conditions. But I think if it's something, I think there is a market for it, for sure.
Yeah.
Are you doing just like the fuel guys do, like with Manny or whatnot up there that keeps track of like the bumps and stuff on the track as well? Or
well, they have a lot more sophisticated tools than what I have. But yeah, to an extent, we're kind of doing the same thing. I go out there and, walk around the racetrack, and if there's anything concerning, I'll make a post about it or let racers know. But some of these tracks that you guys have been going to Bradenton forever, nothing's really changed much down there. But it's kind of similar to that.
Yeah, and I tried it, Josh, and me and Josh had this conversation, and I know you guys got one. The keg is this little track meter not a little track meter, but it's an expensive, sophisticated piece of equipment that they've come out with that actually measures the amount of tractions you have by either foot-pounds or newtons, and they're expensive. They're like $7,000, and as much as I race, I see a lot of people have them. And as much as I race, you would think I'd have one, but it's still $7,000, for something that basically is going to tell you the same thing that my foot can. But I do enjoy putting a number on it. So we had the twist meters, the little torque wrench that we stood on and everything. And I like the twist. I never had a problem, but you have to have the same guy stand in the same spot and do it the same time or you'll get a different reading.
Yeah.
And so Josh come up with this, WhatsApp thing. So Josh, you pay Josh a certain amount per race. He goes up there. He gives you keg reading at 60 or at starting line 60 foot and a little bit further, right? Don't you?
Yeah, about 140, 50 foot and a 330 if I can get down there. It's kind of hard to get down there much, but that 140 to 150 foot range is probably a lot more crucial to you guys than the 330 numbers would be anyway.
Right. Is that updated throughout the round? Like with 70 cars, you update that on a timely? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
go ahead, Jason.
Go ahead. Now he was giving us updates. Like he would try to hit us about like when they called us. And he was doing it because I think you had some other cars, like some 10.5 cars too. Yeah. So he was having to do it per class. So he's got it broke down in the WhatsApp. Let's see. He's got track. He's got UV. He's got weather. Then he's also got like an update, oil down left lane all the way through, oil down right lane, transmission fluid, 330 to finish line. So he gives you updates throughout the day for that. So you kind of know, like I don't have to just keep an eye on what's going on a racetrack. All right. Oh, so they called us. Oh, Josh just sent me a text. They got an oil down. So there's no sense in being in a hurry. And, I can kind of look and say, okay, the keg numbers moved from Q1 to Q2 because I can go back and see his record. So I can look, okay, at 2:00, the keg read 3,100, but now it's 4:00 and it's reading 2,900. So I know that it went away. And the UV really helped too, because the UV moves a lot in Florida. I mean, it goes from like 1.1 to 6.1. Well, if the UV goes up, the track's got to go away a little bit. He does temp, he does all of it. And, he's working on a spreadsheets. He kind of showed me some spreadsheets today that he's working on, that's really going to be beneficial for us as we go back, because now I can take a copy of this spreadsheet that he's got, clip it with my notes from the race, and I can go back and look, okay, I went 364 at 2:00 and this was the pull meters and this. So it's just one less thing I got to keep up with. Plus I don't have the added expense of buying a keg or a twist meter or whatever. And the same guy's doing it too. I think that makes a difference.
And even if you have the equipment, you still got to go find time to do it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep. I know Ty was doing it at one time just to help out some of his customers. There's another guy that's there a lot on the Bradenton side. I'm not sure what his name is, but they do it. But it like this was kind of like Josh's, what'd you say, first race really doing it, Josh, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
And it really helped. I think it helped me go back and look and I could make decisions and not have to, because God knows it's hard to get anywhere in Bradenton. The damn return road is like one lane,
one-way road,
and the damn shitter truck stays in the middle of the son of a bitch most of the time. Is that not true, Steve?
It is. He's making some money.
Why in the world did they not run him to the other side when they call Pro Mod or something? I mean, this dude decides to pump trucks at the worst time.
It seemed like every time I went back there, he was on that return road. Like
he's the only person who made money other than West Buck.
I don't know if you'd have had a tow truck down there this past weekend. As many times as they made calls for people moving vehicles and towing vehicles,
Yes.
I text Gavin in our little group text, and I said, I should have brought a tow truck with me. I probably made more money with a tow truck than I would have with this keg or this up.
It is definitely tight through that area for sure.
They towed that one truck right across from your pit, Steve, like early in the morning. Like the homeboy was just in the middle of stage lanes. They hooked him up. Gone. See,
there was 3 of them there, and it didn't take long when the one got going. The rest got to moving.
So, and Josh, you're trying to work on an app now too. Like, so we don't have to use WhatsApp. He's in the middle of using an app where we can go and look, and you can click on the time that you want to look at and say, okay, well, like for example, I look at the weather versus time, the week leading up to the race. I'll look at what the weather is at 1 o'clock, what it is at 3 o'clock, what it is at 4 o'clock, because those are the times we go out. So now he's going to be able to do that. And he also has weather updates too on there.
Yeah. And when they spray, any kind of track prep they do, they spray, they drag, they rotate, whatever. Like, they sprayed from here to there, try to give you some sort of mile an hour reading on that as well. But, any kind of information I think is useful, and Steve, like you were saying, about doing it multiple times within the class, like we had, what did we start out with, 62 cars?
Yeah.
Something like that.
The session's long.
Yeah, it's really long. And I'm going to tell you, like, I did it before the class. I tried to do it about every 10 pair of cars because there was a huge difference in the racetrack from 4:30 or 4 o'clock, whatever time it was that we were starting that deal, till 6:30 or 7 or whatever it was when we finished. I mean, it was a massive swing. And I think that could be beneficial to some, depending on where you were qualified. And not to others.
In the morning session, you want to be early, and then evening session, you want to be late.
And I don't think it's going to play. It doesn't play a factor as much in most places we go to, but for these 3 races, it really does, because it takes 3 hours to run one round, or 4 hours almost sometimes to run one round of Pro Mod, and that's if nothing happens. So, and you got to play that chess match. If you're going out, first, then obviously you're going to get a little better in the morning. But if you're going out first at 4 o'clock, you're not going to get as good of conditions as you are at 7 or 8 o'clock when you make that final run.
And the difference in the lanes at the beginning of the week too, because they had done a lot of radial testing for like 2 weeks in that left lane. And, we started Monday, there was a pretty significant difference lane to lane until we kind of caught up with everything, and the track prep got to where it was Thursday and Friday with all the classes we were running. But
and that was one reason why we did not test a lot early in the week.
Yeah.
Well, the weather too. I mean, if you tested Monday, you were not going to see those conditions again for the rest of the week. I mean,
And another good thing is, and not just so much about Josh doing this track prep stuff, which is nice to have a visual written copy in my hand. It's also good that I can go up and say, Josh, which lane you think's better? And, he'll tell me, because I'm paying for his services, and he'll tell me left or right or whatever it needs to be. And that's just one more decision that we take it out of my hand, because especially if we're going up there and you're in a hurry and you're trying to make decisions before you leave the pit on where to put weight and whatever and blah, blah, blah. I mean, that's just one more thing that you take, a variable you can take out of it. I did use it. I was very pleased with it. I think it's an essential tool for somebody who needs to use it. The consistency of it, where it was, and I've been racing a long time, and sure, I've made enough money. I could have went and bought me a keg and used it, but I just always went from the old school factor of the foot twist and, going out there and look at
twist.
it. Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Bob will check it for you.
Yeah. He thinks the track. Let me tell you something. This is my dad's track prep. Let's see. Track will take whatever you want to. I'm like, what are you talking about, Pops? Oh, there's no reason at 1 o'clock in the afternoon that you can't go 53. I just don't see a problem with this. You're stupid. I mean, you're gonna go number 1 here, aren't you? I'm like, Jesus Christ.
No pressure.
Yeah.
But I think this service is really good for a lot of guys, and
It is. And, Josh came to me, and the reason I talk about Josh, me and Josh have been friends for a long time. So we do talk a little bit. And Josh came to me and he texted me a text, and I said, I just don't know. I just don't know if there's a real need for it. I don't know if guys will bite on it or whatever. And obviously, it's not for the money. I mean, the man's not getting rich doing this by no means. If that was the case, I would have quit my job a long time ago.
Bob thought we were, though. I mean, we had him going there for.
So there was some discrepancy about how much he was charging.
Bob thought he was getting in your inheritance.
Bob thought it was a day rate and it was the weekend rate.
Right.
So
God knows.
He's over there with his calculator. That's damn. I'm like,
tell him it's important information. It is very important for one guy to do it, though. I really do think so. The same, like you said, the same person, because you will get different readings from different people.
Sure. Yeah. And anything you do is all about consistency, just doing things the same way every time you go up there and that sort of thing. It's just like if you got somebody that works for you doing it, using the same. You're not going to go up there with 2 or 3 different temp guns throughout the day checking track temp. So
yes, that's a big thing too.
I
I think the bumps and stuff will play a big part if you throughout the year at different tracks. So obviously we race at Bradenton the whole time, so we have a lot of info there. But
yeah,
you go somewhere to like Bristol, that would play a big factor in Bristol. And don't they use some kind of car they drive down through there, and it like shows where the bumps are at? Some like little remote control car thing.
Yeah, I've seen it, like videos of it, but I don't know who come up with that deal. I guess they did or whatever.
I don't know. Yeah. But they make more money than we do. So.
Yes, correct. But still, the other info is very, very important for sure.
Yeah.
These cars can't be tuned without that.
And I'm going to tell you another thing is you can trust what Josh is, because Josh prepped track forever. And I've been to Glot on 120-degree track, and it be as good as any track that I've been on that was 80 degrees. And that makes a difference in my mind. If it was just some jackwagon out of the stand drinking beer, that bought a $7,000 machine and was just giving me numbers, it'd be a different story. Right. But now that you have somebody who knows, okay, they sprayed across the starting line, they screwed it up. Now, obviously that's what happened in the third round. They changed their track prep completely around, and it showed. That was a totally different. And had I been in the third round, maybe I could have made an adjustment, but I was not there because the track bit me the round before. So, I bit myself. But anyway.
It happens.
It does.
It happens. This deal ain't easy. That way, any info that's provided is critical. I think.
So your plans are to keep, you're going to go to as many races you can, right? A lot of the big races.
I'll be back in Florida for the next one too. So World Series.
Okay. So if you want to get up with, people can get up with you, just, you got your Facebook up for.
Yeah.
Okay. So just go to, is it JP or is it Josh Peake? How do you go?
Both. There's a Facebook page for the Track Specialties thing, and of course my own personal.
Yeah. So go to JP Track Specialties, and you can DM you or just direct message.
My cell phone number's on there too. So
okay, so hey, look, Josh, I want to do this. How much is it? And it's going to vary race to race, because some races are going to be a little further away for him. Travel time, expenses, things like that.
Yeah,
he's going to try to and believe me, for what you pay is well worth it. I mean, this cat's not getting rich. He's not doing this. He's got good understanding of the way the track is, and the information you get. I promise you, for the money you're going to spend with him, you will waste that in a weekend drag racing. And it worked out great. I know there was some, John Dock and them are next to me. They're not as familiar with track prep when it comes to pro mods, and they used it quite a bit because they were sending it to Qatar where Tim was, so he could tune. So that was a big thing for him.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that helped a lot for him way over there, not being able to see what's out there, right?
It did.
Yeah, and he was texting me too throughout the week, asking for another update here and there. And that's another thing, is just being up there and being accessible. Jason would come out there, or Jimmy was sitting over there in the staging lane, just getting ready to get in the car, and sent me a text and was like, "Hey, what you think?" And just being able to. Peace of mind, I guess, maybe, if nothing else.
It is. And like you say, I used to be meticulous about notes, but the older I've gotten, the slower I've gotten about to keeping notes and different things like that. And it's so much easier to go back and look through what we did and go back through the WhatsApp stuff, and you can record it and do what I need to, 'cause I have trouble, my guys, remembering what the damn track temp was. So,
yep, it does happen. And that's good. It's just all good that someone took it upon themselves to at least do it, because a lot of guys don't have the time to go up there, I don't think.
Right.
No.
Well, Randy and them did it as well. Eddie goes up there a lot and checks that stuff, but there's multiple times that he would come up there, and they got behind one time, wasn't able to quite get there or whatever. And, I guess, like I said, it may help or it may not. And I hope everybody sees the value in it for sure. But we'll keep digging.
Well, I appreciate it, Josh. We're going to let you go. Yep. And, just check out Josh, JP Track Specialties. Is it services or specialties?
Specialties.
Specialties. Okay, sorry. Yep. I didn't want to get it wrong. JP Track Specialties. You can check him out. He's going to be at most of the big races for Pro Mod. Top sportsman guys, top dragster guys are going to be some PDRA races. This is something that you can use. It's a good tool. Keeps you from having to go out and spend all the money on the high dollar equipment. One guy done it. I averaged it up. If I pay him his rate for the weekend, I'll still be way short of buying one of those things. So I think it's money well spent, and appreciate what you do for us. And we'll have you back on, and we'll see you at the World Series.
Thank you, Josh.
Thank you, guys. Yes, sir.
All right, buddy. See you.
Yep. All right. We on a little bit of a commercial break.
Break. That means you got to get up and dance. You
got to get. You want me to dance? You don't want to see me dance, dude. It gets bad. It'll take way more Mick Ultra and I got sitting here to get me up and dance.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, dude, I can't thank him enough for what he did for us. It was great service that he used.
Right. I didn't know how many people he had. I mean, I knew he had talked to a bunch of guys, so that's a really good
30,
deal, right?
I think. And it was very affordable. Like, it was funny because my dad thought it was just outrageous because he thought it was by the day. And I was like, no, it's about a weekend. And to me, honestly, it was cheap for the weekend. I don't want to tell you how much it was. Plus 25 if you have a pint. So we're going to get into that, John. Don't worry.
No, yeah, we got that coming up here very soon.
So hit the like button, do the super prize, hit the subscribe button, go to Party Time Racing, go to Pilot Racing.
Yep. Hit the super like over in the comments.
Yep. Send us something. It helps us get through this. Helps Steve buy nice microphones. And
look at this. I think it's nice.
I feel like you're
super nice.
Be a country singer.
That's right. I can do it. Let's not forget Synergy Composites, the toughest body. You see them guys walk on that thing?
That's
Get up
crazy.
on it, walk across it. And
I got a really good look at it down there. I looked at Swanstrom's car. I mean, that thing is stout.
It looks good even without no paint on it. It looks good.
Yes. But of all the Corvette bodies, I like that body the best.
Yep. I do too. And I've run a lot of Synergy bodies, and they've always been tough as nails. And that newest creation he's got is, I think, going to take over Pro Modified. I think it's going to be in everyone's pit.
Yep. So
for sure. But if you need a new car, top sportsman, whatever, don't forget Synergy Composite.
That's right.
Mr. Tim's got a whole new warehouse up there. Boy, he can really take care of you.
Yep. And he's from the Great White North, which is where our next guest is from. He is a World Series of Pro Mod winner. He is a Funny Car Mission Foods winner. He has yet to grab that Wally, but I think it's coming. And now he's
Rookie of the year.
Yeah, that's right. Rookie of the year.
Rookie of the year.
And now he's stepping back into Pro Mod to come whoop up on us for the weekend.
Yeah, it should be pretty good. Mr. Spencer Hyde is coming on. Look at there.
What's going on, fellas?
What's happening?
No, not too much. Just coming on here to hang out with y'all.
I hear you.
You come on to listen to Jason bitch about 4 inches of snow.
Oh, man. We just hit 10 feet the other day of seasonal snowfall.
So, I'd die. I would die.
Yeah.
What do you do? What the hell do you do with it?
You're bitching about 4 inches.
You just get up and shovel it and carry on. It's just part of your daily routine.
Evidently. I mean, I think it's becoming pretty regular down here. People are getting used to it. Because last week it snowed, when we were in Florida, it snowed a little bit here. And then on our way home, there wasn't a damn car on the road. It snowed all that shit this past weekend. And today it was like a damn freeway out there. It was damn 80-year-old women in damn Cadillacs out in the snow. So
yeah, I saw a video on I-95, I think it was.
Yeah.
Like 100 car pile up in Charlotte. They brought the National Guard to help clean it up. Oh man,
he's laughing. They get 4 inches, dude. They go to school. They do shit. Don't nothing stop up there.
No.
I mean, I don't know how you do it. I don't want to do it.
Listen, I don't want to either, but it's just
part of the deal. Part of the deal. Yeah.
Somebody asked if they still owe me money. I don't. I tell you what. I got to look on the board. I'm not sure. I don't remember if they paid or not.
So you step back in pro mod. I guess. Ken had some business stuff he had to go to, and you stepped back in and you got right back into your ways with the screw blower.
Yep.
A little different though. This is a 400 car, right?
Yeah. First time I've ever drove a turbo 400. Had some power glide stuff and, top dragster and top sport stuff, but yeah, first time I ever drove a 400. I mean, it's pretty simple.
Yeah.
Was it a change when you come out of the funny car from having to manhandle that thing down through there, getting back into the pro mod?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I made so many laps in my pro mod that it just kind of came back pretty naturally. But my car and this car are very, very similar. Aside from the 400 and being fuel injected, it's pretty much exactly the same. So didn't take a lot of getting used to.
Yep.
A little bit different sequence in the shutdown, putting the 400 in neutral and stuff like that. But I always put the Lanco in neutral anyways. So pretty much just got right back in it. And I went and tested 2 weeks before the race, made 4 runs. First time off the button in 10 months, I was trip zip. So that was pretty cool. And it like I said, came back pretty naturally. Everybody's like, how slow does it feel? And I'm like, man, these things aren't slow. Like they're still fast as hell.
Yep.
From 300 to 600 feet, definitely a little bit different. But the first 300 feet, I mean, we're going 238, 239 now. Funny car on a hot racetrack only goes 229, 230. So it's really not
much difference. Yeah.
You get in a good racetrack and some good air and you go 220, that's getting done. But, these things are still fast. They're still hard to drive. Just 2 totally different driving styles. Like you can't, I had to tell myself not to oversteer the pro mod because the funny car, you have to steer so much. Just like I had to tell myself in the funny car, you got to steer it because I was afraid to steer it for the first 50 runs.
For sure.
Yeah. I remember you telling me that. They kept telling you yank it, just grab it. And
it literally took Jim to come up to me in the staging lanes before I got in. I'll never forget it. It was in Epping. And he says, I can't believe I'm going to tell you this. You cannot flip it over unless you hit something. I said, okay.
The headers.
Yeah, that's what he said. He goes, it's going to hit the header. It's going to keep you up. It's like training wheels.
Yeah. And that's the exact opposite of what you were taught.
Correct.
Yes.
Because if you yank one of those things we drive, they will turn over.
Yeah.
I did the same thing in an Alki funny car. I could not make myself. They said, you got to turn it farther. I'm like, I turned it. I'm not turning no farther. And
you drove an Alki funny car?
I did. I made a couple test laps in one.
Damn, what year was that? 1970?
No, that was, my God, I ain't that old. Come on, man. That was a buddy of mine had it, and I just he couldn't fit in. He was too fat, man. So I got in there and I let it rip a little bit. But I can't shift the gears with the Alki funny car on the steering wheel. But then you're trying to crank the wheel and all that stuff, just like he's talking, and I could not make myself like it's walking right. I said, I know it's walking right, and I had the wheel cut, and there wasn't nothing happening. I could feel for Spencer. I can't even imagine crossing your arms with it turned so far and hoping that it's coming back.
Yeah, I got an in-car video from Vegas of, I don't know, it's probably 800 feet. It's going, 300 miles an hour plus and literally like doing this. That's pretty wild.
That is.
And then the next run will be you don't hardly move it at all. Like they're so unpredictable from run to run. It's crazy.
Yep. I remember I was watching that one of those races and you clipped a cone right there, like Q4 or something, like at night, and you were just right there. And I could just see it. You had sawed into it, and I just seen you clip that cone, and I was like,
yeah,
damn it.
Yeah, that was my first run in Gainesville.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
First bull run at the finish line. Like I got my license, and Jim made me shut it off at the 8th every time. So I got my license, clicking it off at the 8th. We ran 396 in both my full runs.
Yeah.
They would have been mid 80s, 86, 87 runs. So then we get into qualifying and rain calling for Saturday, and it's Friday night, and he's like, all right, take it to the stripe. And I'm like, I've never been to the finish line. It's dark. I've never drove this thing at night. So got down there and just looking for the finish line. And whenever you're looking for something, that's where you drive. Right.
Yeah,
so, and it doesn't take long to get over there when you're going, 330. So, learning experience, but we're going to and try and do a little bit better in Gainesville this year.
Well, good. We hope the best for you, dude.
That's what the World Series of Pro Mod does for you. You go right from Pro Modified right into one of the fuel cars, which is
we're waiting on that call for you. We're waiting.
I ain't driving that animal. I'm letting him have that thing. I'm telling you that ain't for me.
How much louder is that's one thing. I knew a couple of guys that drove Top Fuel, and they said you outrun the sound like you're moving, and then the sound kind of catches up with you.
Yeah, the dragster I would say isn't that bad. The funny cars, it's loud because it's in front of you, but honestly, the body coming down really muffles the sound. Like you wouldn't think it would, but it does. Like it's a significant difference from when you're sitting there with the body up after the burnout and when they put it down. Like it's kind of an eerie feeling. It literally feels like they're closing the coffin on top of you. Like it just,
God,
it just quiet, gets real quiet, and you feel it more and you can hear it. But the most wild experience is probably 4 wide when you're sitting the next pair ready to go and you're lined up, sitting in the water box and all 4 cars hit the gas.
Yeah.
That is, even with your earplugs and everything in, like that is the most wild feeling I've ever felt. Like it shakes everything. Like it's not.
Yeah. I've got a video of my son when he was about 5 years old at the 4 wide. He'd never seen fuel cars.
Yeah.
And all 4 fuel cars went down at the same time. And he turns around and he goes, God dang. He said dang, but it didn't look like that. So
right.
it is crazy. You take somebody that's never experienced it and they experience it. And the same aspect goes with us. You take a guy and put him into pits with us when we warm our cars up. They're loud.
Yeah.
So,
sure.
So the Curtuccio deal, you're just doing that for World Series and that's it?
Yeah. I just kind of stepped in for these couple races here and kind of worked out. And, I watched the first one from home, and I said to Courtney, I'm like, I gotta figure out how to get in a car or get my car together or whatnot. But and then, just circumstances happened and Ken couldn't do it and Scott called and we worked out a deal and worked out really good. So
I would say that works out really good. You go right into probably one of the most feared cars in the country.
Yeah. It's an awesome car. Like I said, it's very similar to my car. The car was built in, 15. My car was built in 14. So they're only a few serial numbers apart out of Bickle's shop. So everything was pretty much the same. So felt right at home right away.
Yep. Well, good. Yep. And I knew you would. And that was one of my things when I found out you were getting that car, I was like, damn it, he's going to be tough to deal with.
He was for sure. I got the lucky draw first round.
I almost gave it away to you. I got the first round jitters bad against you. And
did you?
Oh man, horrible. Like worse than ever. My worst light in the car in 11 runs, aside from that run, is, well, the slip says 33, but I had 20 in the box, so it was 13.
Yeah.
So, and I was 45 against you. I think I had 10.
Yeah, he was 45, which surprised me.
I had 20 in the box. So, because I went I had 10 in the box for Q1, Q2, Q3, and I was 22, 22, 26. I wiped it out for Q4. I was 006 or 007. And I'm like, okay, it's going to be night. There's 10. And first round's 10. I'll put 20 in.
Mm-hmm.
26. And I just got up there, and we both staged at the exact same time too. And then I was late.
That screws you up. Yeah.
Late getting on the gas. And I let go. And as soon as I let go, I went, oh no, you just gave it to him. And I seen you pull out on me. And then when it shifted in second gear, I felt it go around me. And I was like, thank you, Steve Petty.
Yeah. When I come off the button, I didn't see him. Like, I don't know if he shook. I don't know what happened.
Yeah. I saw you.
I thought I was better. I was 30. I thought I was better than that. But
yeah.
It just
for some reason I found the tree there all weekend. I was 00 every hit and just same thing. I knew I had Jimmy first round, and I figured Jimmy could go 58. I figured if he put down a hell of a run, world record run, he could run 7 or 6. Right. And I felt like I was going to go a 5 to a 6. So I put one in for night. I put one in for nerves, and I put another one in just because I felt like I had him covered, and I was 009. Jeez. So I was like, oops, I didn't mean to do that. But it does. People don't realize, you still get excited about these things, no matter what stage you've been on. You've been driving funny cars. You've won the World Series. You've done it, Steve. You've been, to these great grand finales and races and stuff. And you still get really excited when it comes down to who you're racing, where you're at, what the race means to you. And you want to do good. You don't want to screw up.
Yeah. Well, everyone's good. Even when I went up there, I knew I had Spencer. I'm in the trailer with the practice tree. I'm like, damn, he's going to be 10 on the tree. I know he is. And I'm like, hit it 10 times. I go outside, walk back in, hit it 10. I'm like, I know he's going to be on the tree. I got to get up on the wheel here. And it just happened, and he run around us. We didn't have enough for him that run.
Yeah. No, that was the first time I've ever drove like for somebody else in pro mod. You go down there and you're kind of like, the guy they picked to be in the car, and you got all that extra pressure of you're in a good car. You're coming out of Ken Q's seat, who's one of the best. And you're thinking to yourself, man, if I go red round one, or I sleep, or it had that extra weight on my shoulders that I had not used to having, and it got to me. I'm not gonna lie, like it had me all screwed up. And I get back, and Petty comes over and he goes 45, and I go, yeah. He goes, first round jitters. I go, I hope so.
And it was the first time we ran at night for first round too.
Yeah.
So they threw a little wild card in.
Normally that's Q4 or 5, and you're up there, just it don't matter. You're just trying to rip
exactly.
it and go. So
normally Q1's in the middle of the damn day and we're all shaking and moving around. The last thing we're worried about is going red, and it's just you're being late, and because you want to make a good trip. And then he decided he wanted to throw this damn round in there where you had to go balls out. Everybody was going to hook up. Everybody was going to go fast.
It was awesome racing.
It was. Yeah.
Correct.
It was.
I mean, it was good for the spectators.
For sure.
It was.
I didn't particularly care for it, but
sorry about
that. But it's okay. When you race, when everyone's fast like that, you got to be on the game. And I should have my ass kicked for being 30. So that's Yeah.
Unfortunately, if you're worse than 20, you're late now. Like
you are late. Correct.
Everybody's stepped up their game, and everybody's got a fast race car. And I mean, that's kind of what makes us the best racing there is right now. Is there's so many good cars and so many guys that can cut it late.
Yep.
And it truly is. If you get in the field, it truly is anybody's game.
Correct.
Yep, you're right.
You made up for it, E2.
Yeah.
You
did a bad job of red lighting there.
Yes.
You went perfect, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I remember hearing that.
I made 11 runs in the car, and I've had two trip sips.
Yep.
Jesus.
I actually said in the stands, I said he's either going to be really good or it's going to be red, because I said he's pissed with that 04. I did say that in the stands.
Yeah.
So, and did you won that round, right? You got that?
Yeah.
Because you got down to 8, right?
Yeah, we got down to 8. Ran Stevie third round, and everybody saw it. 8 cars, 8 aborted runs.
That's right. I forgot about that. Yeah.
So my car, we obviously both shook. Both pedaled it, and when we pedaled it, we were door handle to door handle, and all of a sudden he started pulling away. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this thing?
Yep.
Yeah. parachute fell out.
I saw it. I did see that. Yep.
Yeah.
I saw that. Yep.
So
yeah. And you know, that whole round was foobarred up. I mean, they did some prep that they hadn't done all weekend. That's where Josh, you know, he did tell us that was going on. The guy was just on in, and he told us what was going on. And dude, like it was, I was out by then because I got greedy second round and just thought that I drew Minhole. I knew it was going to be a tough run. And I had to go after it, and I didn't want to be late, but I didn't want to be, I didn't want to mess myself up. And I didn't trust in myself enough to make it go down and go 56 and be better on the tree than he was. And that's all it would have took. But I mean, it is what it is. And I lost, but my car making a move like that was really surprising. Like my car normally doesn't do that.
You don't abort a lot of runs.
No. And when it did it, like literally in the car, I'm like, what the hell is happening? It's almost like, you know, this ain't real.
Yeah.
And then second round, I think it caught up to everybody else. It was terrible. John was in at 8 cars, and I was standing back there with him. And John doesn't have a lot of experience pedaling or getting ready. And I knew when all those cars, I looked in through the door, I said, just be ready. Just be ready on top of it. And he did the best he could, but it seems like the centrifugal cars just aren't easy to pedal. They're not as like your guys' car. They don't recover quite as quick.
Yeah, I've never drove one, but the screw car basically, you know, as quick as you can do it is good. And I don't know how close it would have been. Stevie said on Shake and Bake that he pedaled it twice, which
bullshit.
Well, I don't know. Like that's tough to do and still run 77. Like I pedaled once and I was only a tenth and a half from the time I was all the way off throttle, all the way back on the throttle.
Yep.
He might have thought he pedaled it 3 times. Like in his mind,
he said twice, but
in his mind, his foot said moving. I guarantee if you look on TPS, it don't show but one.
Yeah. But you know, like I said, I heard him pedal as I was pedaling and it was like, ah, shit. And then he was just pulling away and I'm like, why is this thing? Is it in some sort of eco mode here? Like,
yeah.
But
yep. You did you caught it pretty quick and it got the left front wheel back up when you did pedal it. And
I drove it a little bit further into Shake than I would normally, but they run these things on the dots and I was waiting for it to catch it.
Yeah.
And we don't run our car like that. So, you know, as soon as I'd feel a quiver, I'd pedal it. But this thing in testing, we went 57 on the one run and it got up and chattered and caught itself. And so I was kind of expecting it to do that, but it got too far away. And so listen, could sit here for an hour and make excuses, but
it happens.
I wished I would have pedaled it a little sooner, but I got the parachute cables fixed. Now they had them coming around the outside and
so I have to go through the middle of mine.
So I run them through the center and zip tie them.
That's the way I do. Yeah.
Anyway, CT's got that changed up for me for World Series.
Nice.
So I guess we need to address the donkey in the room. Everybody knows that the rules come out this morning or this afternoon or whenever the hell they come. Whatever it was, I
didn't even know they came out. I just saw Facebook and I went, oh boy.
Yep, that's what I said.
All right. Thanks, Jesse Howard. Appreciate that. Thanks a lot. It means a lot to us. So my phone started going nuts, and then I knew exactly what happened.
I did see you call me just about the first post I seen on Facebook.
And I wasn't even calling about that either, truthfully. I really wasn't. I was calling you about something else, but that's
I said, I ain't listening to a bunch of bitching. I got holes to dig here.
Oh, my God. Shut up. So, listen.
Well, you're the one that got hit. What do you think?
I don't see the math in it. We're within a number of each other, every one of us, and that can depend on where you run at and when you run or what what lane you're in. And now, 20 pounds, is it going to kill me? No, it's not going to kill me. But here's what you got to understand about a centrifugal car. And this is something that I think a lot of screw guys don't understand. We have to make it early. I cannot back half 115, 116. I cannot do it. I can if I front split. You guys can be 912 and go 116 out the back and run the same number. I cannot do it. So adding weight to my combination really hurts because it's, I'm carrying an extra 20 pounds that I have to get moving faster earlier. So the 20 pounds hurts me more. I can't get the momentum going earlier. I think if I put 20 pounds on a screw car, you don't even feel it because you can make it out the back. You don't have to 60 foot quite as good.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I kind of disagree. You got the heaviest flat hood car there, other than the turbo cars. They don't count. The guy that was on Facebook spouting off, he's got the heaviest car there. He's got the quickest 60 foot. So
he does, but he has a bastard combination. Now I can only speak for my combination. I am unlocked 400, get a screw blower. If I got one, damn it. Anyway,
I have a screw blower. I went over to Jason's pits once this weekend. He was having a nap in his motorhome. We're over there crafting on shit.
Did he have the sweet tea out too? Or Bob was in the chair asleep?
He was in there short. He comes over. He's got his eyes on.
Yeah,
the kids. Bob's over there in a lawn chair.
It's the only pit that has a recliner, whole thing over there for Bob to lay down on.
That's because I paid my dues rebuilding shit. I'm tired of that. But
we just want you to lean on it. See, I don't even know all about the rules. I'm just getting on your ass. But
I know you are. And you don't know that we're not leaning on it. Sure, because we're not letting damn smoke out every runs. Don't mean that we're not coming back and re-sleeving the bitches after every race. Now, we might not do it at the racetrack, and, we might be doing other things, but I think my biggest argument is we're going into the last race. And I qualified number 1 at the first race and won the race and set low ET. If you were going to do something, why didn't you do something then? Did you think it was a fluke or something, or did
I think that might have been. I feel like that would have been really unfair to you, being the only guy that had the chance for the million to go and hit you with weight.
So did they do it because I'm out of the million now?
I don't know. I'm just.
Yeah,
I'm just
I agree.
why didn't they do it after the first race? I feel like that would have been like a real big kick in the nuts.
Yeah, I do. And another thing, the damn scales wasn't right down there.
No,
they were reading way heavy than where they at, because I know what we go to the same racetracks all over the country. I know what Steve weighs. I know what Randy weighs. I know all, we know it all. And they were reading heavy, and we didn't change our car at all. And it was showing that we were heavy, but we really weren't. Right. So I'm afraid that maybe that took some.
I feel like the wind was doing a lot there. Like our car was all over the place. We go up and be 26.44 one run, or 26.46, and then not change a thing. The next run we're 26.36. Like it was 10-pound swing.
Same thing. So
I was like, what the hell? Like, so I don't know.
I would have liked to have seen them use a little more common sense when they did this. Now, Jason Lee got hit. Well, Eric Gustafson got hit the hardest.
Right.
He got hit 45 pounds.
Right. But that 25 was a locked up screw car has got to be 50 heavier, and a locked up flat hood car only had to be 25. Like that doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make sense. I agree with you 100%.
I think that rule was wrong from the get-go.
Yeah.
So that, like, it just looks really bad right now because they fixed what was already wrong and then hit him with the same 20.
Okay. So, all right. So he goes 54.3. I go 54.7. Add 45 pounds to his 54.3. I mean, he's going to be 56 and a half, 57 maybe.
Yeah.
So now he's
right with the screw car.
Okay. But what was the fastest screw car?
56. Stevie went 56.
In the finals.
No, he went 56 during qualifying, and we went 57. We were the only 2 screw cars in the top 10.
But I went 55.6. So we're only talking about thousands. So is thousands worth 20 pounds?
No, I think looking at, and I'm obviously a little bit biased to the screw combo.
Yeah. But we're just talking.
You look at an engine platform or a new. I realize they're very similar to a Pro Charger, but they're not. They're different. They're a bit different.
They are better.
They come out with a brand new Charger, and it immediately runs at the front. Immediately. And
because people, but
I realize who's working on them. I got the same people working on my car.
That's right.
Right. I get it. they're the best of the best. But even who said it's got an advantage right now.
Yep.
That came right out of his mouth.
If it wasn't better, Jason wouldn't have switched.
Yeah.
Simple. Now, is that worth whatever the rules are?
Reliability was a little bit of that. Reliability was a lot of that. Okay. Sure. It wasn't just performance factor, because I've been to 55 with a Pro Charger.
Yeah.
So, and reliability was a lot of that. And that was another thing that they don't take into factor. You guys can run a screw blower forever. And I mean, what maintenance do you do on a screw blower?
I mean, not much. I mean, we got to recertify them every 3 years and get them or whatever. But we also pay $50,000 for one.
Shit, damn hearts ain't far from it. But I mean, I just think going into this last race, there's a lot of politics involved in it. And I hope that politics didn't play a factor in it. Obviously I don't think 20 pounds is going to make or break my program. Was I happy about it? No. Steve keeps going back to the fact that, burning our shit up. But again, did you burn up anything this past weekend?
No, we rolled some bearings in it, but
okay. So, I mean, that's EFI versus non-EFI car.
Right.
I mean, that non-EFI screw charger guys need to get out of the damn Stone Age and put the shit on there and learn how to tune it and figure out how to make it better and keep it from burning up. It's the same thing we went through in nitrous. It's no different what we went through in nitrous.
Yeah.
You learn how to make it live, or you just keep working on the son of a bitch. That's the way it is.
And I will say, like, my car is mechanical, and the car I'm driving, like Scott's car, is EFI, and it was pretty cool. Also, I can start it by myself. I just hit the little primer button.
That's nice.
That's pretty neat. Yep. The first run in testing, CT's he goes, all right, I'm ready for you. And I'm like, where the hell are you? So I'm up on the starting line. So you gonna squirt some alcohol in this thing? He goes, no, just hit the primer button. Like, oh, that's cool. Like, I didn't even sit in this thing, start it, nothing. We just dragged it to the starting line.
Right. I mean, things like that. I had a long conversation with Jason today, Jason Lee. We talked. He did get hit extremely hard. And we knew going into that race that the lockup, because there you only had to add penalty for one, the lockup or the 4-speed. You didn't have to add it for both.
Right.
And every other organization you do. So we all kind of knew that combination was
wrong in my opinion.
Yeah.
Right?
But I feel like 45 pounds off the whack is a little bit.
Well, I mean, it hurts for sure. But he was low ET in testing, and he was low ET on the racetrack. Right.
The rules are always going to be controversial. I don't care what.
Exactly. And that's where I think that they should find a way to, and I know it's tough with all the different combinations, but for the two main ones, we're going to call that the Pro Charger, hard charger cars, and the screw cars. They need to be at the same weight somehow.
I'm proud of that.
Be at the same cubic inch limit.
So we're 5. We have 599 cubic inch limit. You guys got 526.
Right. That was my big thing. That's the one thing I've always said. Why do we have a bigger engine? But so
do we let the screws come up to 565, or do we have to go back?
I don't know. I'm guys will argue that you can put a 599 screw motor together and it won't be as fast.
I agree. I don't think the centrifugal 599 is fast.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know anything about the centrifugal. I think that there's so many different combinations, and it's so like the fact that they have the parity as close as they do is really incredible.
That's what I don't see why. Like, I could have lived with a rule change after this race. I mean, I know that's selfish to say for me.
Yeah.
But I mean, going into the last race of the year, the biggest race of the year, the one that pays the most, I felt like it was a kick because and I see where it's a very hard job for them to do but where are they getting their data from? Who is making these calls? Is it just Wes and Carpenter sitting in a room thinking about these? I mean, I would like to see a committee of 2 teams, tuners and drivers that know something, not some jackass that just sits there and lets go of the button.
Yeah.
So Steve's out.
I'm out.
And can we have a civilized conversation over a Zoom call or wherever we got to do it at and try to normalize? Because you got to remember who was low ET in qualifying. They didn't touch the damn turbo car, and he's one good hit away from running a 50. He went a fucking 51 during testing, you know, supposedly. But I mean, and I like Jimmy. Jimmy's not a bad friend, but he knows his combination is fast. I had this conversation with him in the staging lanes. He said, if I stick it, you can't outrun me.
Right.
And our only chance is we don't run him at night.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
No. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. And he's going to be fast, but the turbo car, nothing against the rules, but I'm not sure they can do it with the sun out.
No, I don't.
It's hard to race.
They can't put 5 runs back to back in changing conditions.
Right.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
And I'm biased to screw blower.
Here,
That's what
here
I
you
know.
go. Here
What
we
do we
go.
got here?
Here we go. This is good. The fastest 3 screw cars versus. Yeah, they didn't. I mean, I go 148 split 60 to 330. You guys go 150 and you still run within 100th of me. So that's the difference. It's just a different power band, a different power range
for sure
of where it goes. And
the air plays a big factor. The screw cars see the moisture in the air more so than the hard charger cars do.
Yep.
So when the DA comes up and the grains come up, it hurts the screw car more. In testing, I know that Eric's car went 53, but my car went 54. Right. So when the correction factor was below 1, you can't beat a screw car when the air is really, really good.
Right.
When the air starts to get worse, the screw car sees that a lot more than the Pro Charger or the hard car. So,
but the same can be said about track conditions. So if the track conditions on the start line, if they're bald, I can't make it up where you guys can make it out the back. So the 120 degree tracks in August, the screw charger seems to be a little better.
Yeah, because you guys can't go 239, and we can go 241, but
it's still exactly.
241, we're gonna outrun you by a couple thou or whatever, right?
Right.
See, Johnny says they go.
So
John goes 148 up front.
Who says that?
That's John. I think that's John Salemi on there.
Salemi.
But
okay, so John splits 148 up front. Okay, what's he back half? What do you back half, John? Got to be 116.
High 116, 116.8,
Okay.
116.9.
I have the fastest back split ever of any centrifugal car, and it was 116.8 ever.
Yeah.
So
you got that damn headers basically flat. I saw that. I saw side profile.
117. Okay, so 117. The last
I think
race.
we went 116.9 on one of the runs.
I do agree that you probably should have multiple, because obviously every combo is different. Even in the screw blower world, you have the Pro Line screw blower combo.
Yes,
we have John and them screw blower. You got Totoro screw blower, and none of them's the same.
No,
I mean, the blower's the same, but the combo is not the same.
Camshafts are different. Heads are a little different. There's just different things. I mean, how you guys do it is a little different. 116.9 for us as well. Stevie went 116.8, same conditions. So I think that's Cam and Jason and my biggest defense is we rely so much on the upfront numbers that we can't even look at the back half numbers. And Jason and them have a lockup with an extra gear that's pulling more ratio, and they still can't keep up when it comes to back split stuff. I mean, that car should back split harder. But it can't. I don't know why, but I mean, I think there's a lot of variables. That's what I'm trying to get at. And another hard part is we're all friends. We all get along. Yeah. We all have different combinations. We try to tiptoe around a lot of things just to not upset each other because we don't want to do that. And we know the true factor of how we all race, and we all race really hard. It's just, I just feel like that we're owed a little bit of explanation when it comes to some of the rules that are made and when they're made and who's making them. I mean, are we having intelligent discussions, or are we just relying on people that are in the scale house that are looking at things come across there.
Yeah, I think it probably should have been 10 pounds, which I know isn't much, but that would have put us at the same weight, which I think is just naturally leads less things to bitch about if they're the same weight.
I would
have 26.25 and we're 26.35.
So but now I'm 26.45.
Right, we're 26.35, which I think they should be the same. So maybe you guys should have got hit with 10. They should have got hit with 35. And again, it looks really bad with the way that they're seeing it, but that was wrong. Like, they should have never been that light. They shouldn't have two different engine combinations with different weight penalties for the lockup.
The lockup affects the centrifugal different. That's why they originally was, because, and I ran a lockup, because it pulls 7, 8, 10 pounds out when it does lock up. So that's the reason Jason and them run the Liberty, is because the ratio keeps the motor up. Now this is a Noonan, so it's totally different from what I've got. So they underspin the blower. They don't spin the blower near as hard as I do. They have to keep that, because they lock it up in like second gear, which when I had a lockup, I never did that. You know, we locked it up way down track, and it's a different way to skin a cat, how they're doing it. Now it's the hardest way. They have the hardest combination, but they're fast, and they came out of nowhere with it being fast down there. But that track plays into the way Jason and Patrick and them they tune. They like a real sticky racetrack.
Yeah, they got the radio. They got the radio data, right? Yeah, no, for sure. And listen, those guys are good. It's not like they're out there sandbagging. They're trying to run fast.
Yeah, they're letting it rip. And
if Eric could drive, they would have won the race.
Yeah. Jason should take all the time he spent on Facebook today and go work on his damn screw car.
He's talking to me about his screw car. You know, that screw car's giving him a fit. I don't know what it is, but they're working with it. And it's a Haltech EFI. It's one of one. So but you know, that's just the way the cookie crumbles and the way it is. It'll be interesting to see what happens. I mean, are you expecting? I figured it'd be 80 plus cars. What do you think?
Yeah, I gotta think so.
Do you think it is going to affect the bump? You think?
No,
you don't think
so either.
I don't think so. I don't think the bump will be. If anything, it might be a couple thou.
I've already weighed 2640 at World Series a couple of years ago. They made me weigh the same thing, and it hurt me pretty good just trying to get off the start line. But we'll see. I'll get out there. We'll figure it out.
It's all going to depend on what the air does too. Like if it's hot.
Oh, yeah, you never know.
Here's a good question for you.
Yep.
Did they do this based off your weight down there already?
That's what I'm worried about. I think they look.
So there'd be no changes for you anyway.
I think they're looking at the scales. I think they looked at the scales and showed that we were heavy, which we're really not. And if you talk to any racer that was down there, we all weighed what we normally weigh everywhere. It just was showing heavy, and that's what I'm scared of. That they looked at that because I weighed like 26.42 one time, 26.30 one time. I mean, I was all over the damn place.
Yeah, ours was all over too.
Yeah,
and I don't know what was right because it wasn't my car. It was the first time I'd ever been on the scales with it. So but the scales have always been wacky there, even before they put them in the shed.
Yep. So now we got a second chance race, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
25,000 total.
25. Yep.
Which I think will help. That'll help the Saturday night, keep some cars on the racetrack in front of the fans.
And I'm glad they did that. I think that's something they should have done for the last two races too. Maybe not quite pay $25,000, but I feel like a $10,000 constellation would have been good for the last two races. It would have kept. There's a lot of guys that went home, a lot of good racers that went home that would have stayed and raced.
I think there's guys in that 32 to 64 car field that could win the race, the whole race, for sure.
When we won in 23, Melanie won because they took the first round and put them back into.
Yep.
She won the race. We went the identical ET in the final, both of us.
Yep. And that was
right. So like just showing you that guys. Well, she qualified, but you know what I mean. Like the guys outside looking in are just as good.
Yeah, hard. There's a lot of good. I mean, a lot of guys went personal best and had to watch on the fence, and you know that hurts me as a racer because I've been there, and I don't want to see a guy that comes down there and spends $10,000 in the week racing and has to go home. I mean, it almost hurts enough when you're racing and you're in the show and you lose second or third round, you get to go home with nothing. So that's something
Especially
that I think
a few of those teams were down there all week, tested, busted their balls, ran personal bests, and still went, 59 with an 8 and didn't get in.
I just didn't think it would have got that low at that race.
That was crazy. I didn't think so either, but
no. I was sweating bullets with a 58 with a 9, and I'm literally telling you, sweating. But I'm like, I think it's going to go lower.
I don't know, man. It's gotten crazy, and I'm glad to be a part of the fastest, in history, the pro mod racing history. I mean, it was awesome, and I don't know. I think it'll be probably close to the same 59 bump the next one.
It's all weather, right?
Yep.
So there's a lot of guys that are coming back with different combinations. There's rumors that some turbo cars switch to Hearts. There's some rumors that some Pro Charger guys, going to screw blowers. There's some screw blowers going to Pro Chargers. There's all kinds of shit going on. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. And, it'll be the World Series of Pro Mod, as you two very well know.
Yep. Do you think the Hearts and Pro Chargers way easier than the turbo because of less moving parts? I mean, we know the turbo's the fastest combo out there. I mean, I think we're all pretty sure.
I think it's just raceable. I don't think the turbos are raceable. I think when you factor in the staging problems with the turbo car, and then you factor in track changing, you can't. It's so hard to dial those turbo cars in. I think Mickey did the best job last year of anybody with a turbo car, being consistent, and he still didn't win one just because the track changed and it changed his setup the most.
They got to run them so hard through the middle,
that
it's hard. They're not raceable.
Right. When you can go 960 and 220 out the back, I mean that's saying something.
Yeah, and a couple of the other guys already. I mean, we know Victor switched and did really well with his whole deal. And is everybody switching because you went really fast? Let's just ask.
I don't think so. I mean,
I think you hit it earlier. The dependability.
Of
a screw car and now the Hearts car. Listen, and this is not a knock on Pro Charger, but I would have probably never put one together just because of the stuff I had heard out there and
the reliability, and not to say that, and they've come a long ways and they fixed it. They've come a long ways and they fixed it. I mean,
the fact that one of these, to my knowledge, these Hearts have never touched down, never done anything crazy. Maybe they have, but I haven't heard of it.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, like that to me is a big selling factor. You got something that's super dependable, like a screw. It's just one takes one element of surprise out of it.
For sure.
Well, Spencer,
you've got half the internet worked up here today with these rules. I'm not lying to you.
Well, damn it, I can't help it. That's just the way I didn't make the damn rules. I just have to enforce them. I don't know. I dislike it, but I'll be there racing. I don't give a shit. They put 50 pounds on me. I'll still be there. I'm gonna bitch and complain and walk around and pout, but that seems to be the way you can get your way around drag racing. If you want a rule change,
get you out of the motorhome and at least complaining.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't complain. I don't know enough about it.
Hey, and I want to say
in the top 10 to be able to say anything about the rules.
I want to say something too. I was not taking a nap. He came over there to look at some jewelry, so he was real busy too. So he came over there to look.
For my mom, man,
I know. Okay, I got you.
Okay, over the racing.
Okay,
but from a screw blower side, I gotta take Spencer's side now. When you come by and everybody's taking a nap, it does kind of concern you a little bit. It's like, come on, man.
I've seen you drink more beer at the last race than you have any race. You weren't doing shit.
That's because I got kicked my ass kicked first round. I didn't have a choice.
He had all day Sunday off.
Yeah, I didn't have no choice.
Shit,
when you lose like that, when you lose first round, you're pissed.
If I could go 52 and burn it up, I'd go 52 and burn it up. I ain't scared to put pistons in. Them damn little bitty ass things compared to what I'm used to putting in, like little tinker toys.
Yeah, I don't know how you ever did that nitrous shit.
It was stupid. But
good to see Halsey
come
out with the new car, fixed car, and haul ass. That was cool.
He did great. And a lot of Matt Deesh and them guys, they ran hard. I got some phone calls this week about, hey, what I got to do to convert my car. I'm like,
yeah.
So and you're going to run the entire NHRA schedule, right?
Yeah. The whole shooting match starting in Gainesville. So
cool.
We're actually we got invited to the Norwalk Night of Fire this year from Bill Bader.
Nice.
Which is pretty cool.
October?
August. Yeah.
October is the Halloween thing. That's right.
August 1st. So he's doing a little bit different this year. He's doing a one qualifier Friday night. So there's 4 dragsters, 4 funny cars. One qualifier Friday night to seed you. You race off your side of the ladder. Winner of funny car, winner of dragster, run off in the final for $100,000.
No shit.
Yeah. Wow. And obviously there'll be a handicap, 210s handicap or whatever. But yeah,
at least you're leaving first. You ain't got to wait on it.
Yeah, for the King of Nitro. So that's pretty cool to get invited to that deal, and looking forward to that. And it's going to be streamed on Flow.
No shit, that's awesome. That is awesome.
How is that whole schedule?
Not yet, but
that whole schedule when you have to run the whole NHRA circuit, is that turned into like a job? I mean, it almost has to, does it?
It's a lot. It's a lot. The East Coast isn't bad because I can leave Friday mornings and get home Sunday night. The West Coast sucks. I got to leave like Thursday, sometimes Wednesday. A lot of times if I'm going to the West Coast, I'll try and go with Jim. So he flies out of Columbus. So either got to drive 6 hours to him or take a little plane from here to Columbus, which is an hour flight. And then, I'm kind of on his schedule at that point. But and then a lot of times get back. If I'm flying commercial, I'll try and take a red eye home from Vegas or whatever and literally get out of the airplane 6 a.m. Monday morning and drive straight to the office. So Mondays get long, but it is a lot. Thankfully, I've got a really good group of people here at the office and out in the field that are able to keep things going while I'm gone. And
you ever get tired of it? I can take over for you.
I do get tired, but when I get strapped into that thing, I'm like, it's worth it.
Hell yeah. That's got to be a rush. That thing has to be a rush.
It's pretty cool. You can't really explain it. It's a religious experience.
Yep. I know what we feel running 10, 12, 14 races a year. And then to fill your schedule out like that it's a lot. There has to be a lot on your plate.
But I told myself I wasn't going to do the winter series to give myself a break. And literally Q1 at Snowbirds, I'm like, why am I not there?
Yep.
Well, Spencer, we appreciate it, and good luck this year. And we'll see you down at the World Series. Me and Dummy here got to wrap it up, but we appreciate you coming on. And everybody, check out Spencer Hyde, Funny Car Man.
All right, thanks, guys. Have a good one.
Thank you, Spencer.
See you, bud. Yep. All righty. Well, now that I've stirred up enough shit.
Oh, you got everybody fired up, man. You got 200 people watching. You done got the internet almost as much as Jason Lee and those guys got fired up today.
I just feel like maybe we should have waited one more race and just seen. I know it wouldn't have, everybody's going to say, oh, well, they've been the last race. Well, then you could have made a decision for next year or whatever. Yep. I know it's a hard job. They got to do it. 20 pounds ain't going to make or break me, but I feel like 40 pounds on him was a little bit of a hit. I don't even have the combo, and I'm going to bat for the guy just because if they did the same thing to you, if they'd have added 40 pounds to you, I'd have been like, man, that's kind of messed up. That's a little excessive for that kind of move.
I think Spencer hit it right. The 25 pounds for the lock to equal it out with the screw was right. I don't know about the rest of it,
but they know they messed up that when they released them. So you can't penalize the poor guy for that. So you can't hit him for. I would have been okay, and I think he would have been okay with a 25-pound dip.
One thing we didn't talk about.
What?
The nitrous car to the 2,300 pounds, right?
Well, I don't think there's not. But
can they get there? Can Jimmy get there?
Jimmy probably can, but I mean, they didn't help them at all. They need to have a whole nitrous class.
Right.
I know it'd be tough, and they'd have to get some support from the nitrous guys, but this is their time. If they want to race in a stage like this, then they're the ones that need to step up and do that.
But I do like them all mixed in with us. I do like that.
It's not fair to them guys.
Well, everybody but Jimmy.
You got Matt Deesh and him out there running personal best out there and can't even get close.
But Jimmy's still 5 numbers ahead of him.
Yeah. I mean, it just.
It's tough. I've never run nitrous other than what I did on my street car.
I tell you what they need to do. They need to get all the nitrous guys together. And if they're serious now, not no bullshit, put up money up front for entry fees and then come down there and let them put a class together for them. Even if it's an 8-car field, let them run an 8-car field and let them pay, $25,000, whatever they got to pay to give those guys a chance. And Jimmy's still going to run with us. I think he just prove a point.
Correct.
Yeah.
I agree with that completely. And Jimmy likes proving points sometimes.
He does. And Jimmy's Jimmy. And he's, he's one of the baddest nitrous racers on the planet. And there's a reason why. But, these other guys only have one place to race now.
Right.
So, and they got to put all their eggs in one basket.
Yep. I'm looking over all my stuff here, making sure I got shit written down. Look, I got stuff wrote down.
That's good. I'm proud that you know how to write.
It's scribbling.
Where's your glasses at? You can't see it.
I can read without my glasses, dude. I can't see out there.
Oh, okay. I can't see up close. It's hit me finally, so I'm like,
well, you got a couple more years. You catch up, man. You gonna be old as shit. You got some pop bottle shit on.
All right, so
that's you done got worked up, so you can.
That's fine. I won't sleep tonight. I'll get 900 phone calls when I get off here. But
I'm looking. I got text messages out the ass already.
I know John's probably mad at me, but that's okay.
He ain't mad at you. I don't know if I got to look. I just got a whole line up and down through there.
It'll be all right.
We're gonna give you help. I'll give you help.
What you gonna do? What y'all gonna do when y'all put that 20 on me and I still ride out front?
Well, I know he is. Ain't no doubt.
So
what do you want me to say? You was already 20 pounds heavy, probably.
No,
guess.
No.
If I had to guess, you right there.
Yeah. You're mean to. I'm not mean to Steve.
He tries to be, John. He tries. He ain't getting underneath my skin, buddy. He ain't getting underneath my skin. I can't say shit. I ain't a big rules guy because it ain't my stuff, and I let Gene and John do that. That's not me. But
I just want.
I don't like coming down there and seeing Bob laying on the recliner. Now that
he's not going to do nothing. He's not going to do anything if we mess something up anyway.
He told me he's the piston changer, and that's what he does.
I'll tell you what, the next time you need some pistons changed, I'm sending them to you, and you can put all your pistons in. He wants to.
Gosh darn it.
Yeah.
And I don't know. That's all good. It just, we'll see what happens, I guess. One race to go, and
it's one more race. We'll see what happens. It'll be all right. Just get through it, and it'll be fun. It ought to be interesting.
Yep.
So we'll see.
I do think I'm not saying the rules are right or wrong. I think that was a big part of what's you got your shit dialed in. And
again, you ruled me because I outraced you, not because of the combination.
You got good shit too. Now you got good shit. Now
what about the guys that have Harts Chargers that have the same exact thing that I run, and they're one or two behind me?
I agree. What's up with that?
I don't know. So
that's what I don't know either. I
wonder why Todd and them didn't. I mean, they ran okay down there, but they still, like Stedding's car, they struggled a little bit. I talked to them a little bit. I think they struggled with the track prep a little bit down there. It was kind of different. It was weird. I think a lot of people, if you hadn't been there and been on that before, it was a little different.
Yep.
It wasn't anything like the first race.
Yep.
To me.
And then, Jason them they rode. That thing was fast. So
I ain't never seen so many damn 9.0, 8, 90, 60 foots in my life. As far as from everybody.
Right. Yep. They was fast. Can't fix the scales now. I don't know. I kind of agree with Spencer. I don't know if it's the way the wind blows in there, and I don't know.
I know you can get all the way to the right, and it'll be one weight. You can get all the way, well, not all the way, but you can get 6 inches to the right and 6 inches to the left, and it'll weigh different.
Right. Yep.
So, here I am.
It all is right. What it is. We done stirred the internet up enough. Look, you even will get to bed early tonight. It's 9:25.
All right. Well, I appreciate everybody stopping by and checking us out. Boosting Bullshit. Go to Party Time Racing, Pilot Racing, Synergy Composites, Quick Drive, and Hoosier Race Tire. These are all the companies that stand behind us on Boosting Bullshit, and we really appreciate it. Check us out on Facebook. Hit the like and subscribe button. Again, we want to make sure everybody is aware that Steve did not say anything about screw chargers.
I didn't say nothing. No. Yeah. I don't. No. I can't. I mean, I don't get into the engine dynamics and all that stuff. It's just not I know what we do. I don't know what you guys do. I don't know what. So if I know what I'm talking about, I'm not gonna.
Yep.
I ain't sticking my foot in my mouth. I know better.
I know. And listen, just so everybody's aware, it's just rules, guys. We're all gonna be friends at the end of the day. We're all gonna race. It's just the way it is, and we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, and we'll become faster, and that'll just be how it is. So again,
people really get uptight about them.
Some people do. Some people feel like they can't race unless they have an advantage.
Bob gets worked up.
Yep.
But we got to thank Synergen Composites.
Yep.
And again, those guys. Tim does a great body, and we've run him for years. So we got to make sure we keep him in the spotlight.
Yep. And he can make it a little heavier now, so that way I can weigh a little more. All right, guys. Again, thanks a lot. We'll see you next time. Boosting Bullshit. It'll be episode 27. We'll do it right before the World Series, and we'll have some more guests on, and we'll do it all over again, and we'll talk about whatever you guys want to. DM us if you got a topic you want us to talk about. We'll be glad to get to it. So again, thanks a lot. And
if the rules are still involved, we might have to bring the boxing gloves.
Boom. Let's do it.
Almighty.
All right, guys. See ya.
All right, we're out.
Yeah.